Howdy, this is David Groce, your Texas tax and lawman. The vast majority of Americans work for an employer who pays their salary and reports their income on Form W-2. If you're the employer, you have until January 31st to deliver these forms to your loyal employees so they can pay their taxes. The challenge with self-reporting our taxes is that we have to estimate how much tax we want withheld from our paycheck each pay period so that when tax day rolls around, we come out even. It reminds me of that painful scene in Men in Black when Will Smith tries to complete the required forms. For the last 50 years, you remember entering in a number 1 through 4 based on your marital status and number of dependents. Well, this method died last year. Since the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, we have had 2 and now a 3rd new Form W-4. For this form to make sense, you have to change your whole way of thinking. This form no longer has you add up a number. Instead, it wants you to do real math from your tax return. Let's look at that together. Section 1 asks you to enter your biographical information. That part's the same. Section 2 asks you to enter whether you're single, married, or head of household, and the form enters the corresponding amount of standard deduction. Section 3 then asks you to multiply the child tax credit of $2,000 times your number of kids, if you meet the income limits. Section 4 then sends you to the deduction worksheet on page 4, where you can enter your actual itemized deductions if they are greater than the standard deduction. Now, if all of this makes your head spin, don't worry. You are not alone. The IRS knows this is crazy and has even included a link on the form itself to send you to their tax calculator to help you fill it in. Here's the link. Sadly, I don't see this getting any easier in the future. It leaves us shaking our heads like the old pro listening to the rookie's explanation.
Well, first I was going to pop this guy hanging from the street light, and then I realized, he's just working out. Then I saw this snarling beast guy, and I noticed he had a tissue in his hand. I realized, he's not snarling, he's sneezing. Ain't no real threat there.
Until next time, adios. Texas tax and lawman legal disclaimer. Hey, I'm a lawyer. I have to have some lawyer mumbo jumbo. This is a general information video, not client attorney privilege information. The content is information only and is not directed to any specific facts or circumstances and cannot be relied upon as a legal opinion, even though that would be nice and save you a trip to the lawyer. If you have a specific legal question, feel free to contact David Groce directly or seek qualified legal or tax counsel in your state of residence, state of mind, or whatever place you call home.